Good morning, students. Today we are going to read another very important question in the topic of Khilafat Movement in the subject of history O levels. This is very important question as far as papers are concerned. So concentrate yourself. And the question is, explain why the Khilafat movement had failed by 1924. So it is very clear from the question, we have to discuss different reasons of the failure of the movement. It was a strong movement which shook the British government. The movement had strong leaders such as Maulana Muhammad Ali Johar, Maulana Shaukat Ali, Maulana Abu al Kalam Azad, and to topmost Hindu leader Mr. Gandhi also joined and supported it. Khilafat movement was started in 1919 and ended in 1924 on account of the following reasons. Number one, the movement was unrealistic. Number two, Khilafat leaders were arrested by the government. Number three, failure of the Hijrat movement and calling off of non-cooperation movement by Mr. Gandhi. And number four, abolition of the seat of the caliphate by the Turks. The movement was unrealistic because the caliphate had no connection or influence on the politics of the subcontinent. The caliphate had a sentimental value for Muslims because it reminded them of the four pious caliphs of the Islam and a symbol of Muslim unity. The movement was to express resentment against the British and their harsh anti-Muslim policies in Middle East and India. Hijrat movement, which was started in 1920, was an offshoot of Khilafat movement. Some Muslim religious leaders, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad and Maulana Abdul Bari, declared that India was Darul Harb, a land of the war, land of under foreign rule, and it was better for Muslims to live in an independent Muslim country. About 18,000 Muslims, mainly from Punjab, KPK, and Sindh, migrated to Afghanistan, but had to come back penniless and homeless because Afghan government did not accept them. Many who returned died on the way due to cold, hunger, and starvation. Those who managed to reach their local areas were homeless and jobless as their homes and jobs were occupied. This harmed the popularity of the Khilafat movement because Muslims thought that they were misled. Congress started non-cooperation movement in 1920 and joined hands with Muslims. Non-cooperation movement was meant to paralyze the British government because it included boycott of the British goods, Indians to give up government jobs and surrender titles, lawyers not to attend the courts, students to walk out of the colleges and the schools, refuse to fight in the election. Far-sighted people like Mr. Jinnah and Allama Iqbal did not support the movement. Mr. Jinnah advised that the non-cooperation movement was not a good step because it was bound to create violence, and he resigned from the Congress in 1920. The leaders of the Khilafat movement were put in jail in 1921 on account of their anti-government speeches, and the movement was deprived of their effective and strong leadership. In the absence of the main leaders, the Khilafat movement was crippled. In 1920, when a procession at Chori Chora was in progress and a mob became violent and burnt a police station in which 22 policemen were burnt alive in Uttar Pradesh. After this, Mr. Gandhi called off the non-cooperation movement without consulting with anyone and withdrew Congress support, which weakened the Khilafat movement. Finally, the main reason for the failure of the Khilafat movement was that the seat of the Caliphate was abolished in 1924 by the Turkish leader Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, who established a modern democratic government in Turkey in which Caliphate had no place. Elections were held, National Assembly was created. Mustafa Kemal Atatürk became the president of the Turkey. The Khalifa was deposed and exiled. So these were the reasons because of which the Khilafat movement was failed. This is very important question, students. Read this lecture again and make your notes. Thank you so much.